this man right here, his name is Sam Cassidy. He's probably one of the most talented people to step in a go-kart. Me, I'm just a pleb YouTuber who thinks he knows what he's doing. Sam is going to be coaching me for an hour around Rye House in 160cc ProKarts down here with ProKart South. The question is though, how much can I improve in an hour? Stick around to find out. Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video where today you once again join me at Rye House, where today, like I said in the intro, I'm going to be coached by Sam Cassidy for an hour. Now Sam is with ProKart UK, he coaches with them as well, so you've probably seen his videos quite a lot on ProKart UK Instagram, but today he's actually going to be telling me how to improve my lap times, especially around Rye House. Now I've been around Rye House a few times before, as you've seen in previous videos, especially with Tillotson and the 200cc ProKarts, but today we're in 160cc ProKarts as the same spec as Rhpk, hint hint. So we're going to be seeing where I'm going wrong, how I can improve, and hopefully get better driving out of it. And like I say, he's with ProKart UK and ProKart South, so if you do want to get coached by him after seeing this video, please go see either ProKart UK, ProKart South, go give them a message and they'll tell you all the information you can find on how to get coached by this incredibly talented man. So let's get to Rye House and let's see how it goes. Take a while to get used to build the heat, I'll see you out there in a minute.
And here we go then, out in the 160 ProKarts. These first few laps are just going to be me getting used to the car, getting used to the track again, getting used to the tyres. It did actually start raining in the session before this, so I'm expecting it to be a pretty damp track. As you'll see, I'm taking quite wide lines, taking quite unique lines. The track is pretty dry at this point anyway, but like I say, with cold tyres as well, you don't really know what you're expecting. So just taking the safer wet lines to begin with. And probably what you heard Sam say as well, we're just going out for about 10 or so laps, getting used to the car, then he's going to come out, he's going to follow me, he's going to then overtake and tell me basically where I'm going wrong, where I need to speed up, when I need to slow down. So let's find out how I get on before Sam's advice. So a 42.62 is what we've got to work with. Definitely a lot to improve on that lap, but that's what we're here for. So, funnily enough, just before Sam decided to overtake, we actually got stuck behind this road tax. As you can see, it really gets away in the straights. Around the corners, I can just keep up with it so much. So Sam, being Sam, decides to overtake me. At this point, I thought, oh, maybe it's just he's overtaking me, just to teach me, to show him I'm going wrong. But then when we actually get to the road tax, he actually blocks it off completely going into hairpin 1, allows me to overtake, and that right there is how you manage to overtake a road tax in ProKarts. So when Sam does properly overtake, our first instruction comes from the stadium where he tells us to slow down, probably because the car is quite oversteery. He also tells us to slow down once again at hairpin 2, and as you can see, he takes a really tight line going into hairpin 2, much different to mine, so that's definitely something I need to work at. But with them two instructions alone, you'll see our lap time goes to a 41.75, which is miles quicker than what I was getting before even being taught or just showing them two little things. But he tells us to get past, practice basically what we've learned, and we'll catch up in the pits.
A lot of good stuff to build off in that.
Yeah.
So now we're back in the pits. Sam's basically just going to tell us what he's happy with, what he's not happy with, what he wants us to improve on. as you'll hear here.
You can see here, you can see the laps where you followed me, and then you went and put it in practice, and this is what I like to see. You found a little bit of time following me, and you put it in on your own, and you got even more time.
So he's basically saying that he's happy with, I've improved with what he's told me by slowing down into Stadium and going into hairpin 2. As, I mean, you can see by the graph, you know, it really dips down that I've improved a lot. So I'm not going to go into too much detail here with what he tells me, because basically this is on my driving style, and if you do want to do this, you know, I do highly recommend going to ProKart UK, as it is a massive help. So what he's basically going to tell us what to improve on, where I'm going right, where I'm not going right, and this second session is basically just going to be put into practice, and he's going to do the same thing. He's going to be following me once again, and then overtaking me, and then telling me how to improve from there. So let's get to session 2, and let's get to the highlights of that one.
But you can also get on your own, but go do another 5 laps, put it into place on your own, I'll come out, watch, and I'll do another pointer in front, we'll do some more, yeah? Cool. Off you go.
Save you the boredom of watching me going around Rye House over and over again. What I'm working on here is really tightening up the second hairpin and actually using more of the track into the entry. And coming up to pylon, really abusing the curb on the left hand side and really getting onto the white curb on the right hand side. Placing the car around the middle of the track to set up better for these last couple of corners to get a much better exit out to the straight. And we just get to the bit where Sam gets past me again, and as you'll see here, he taps his head, and this is because he wants me to watch his lines and see what he does, because he really takes more curb in the middle of the Stadium, really shortening out that corner. And as we get to hairpin 1, he gives us the thumbs up, so we know that this is a good corner, good speed, good entry. Then coming into hairpin 2, he's still telling me to slow down, so I still really need to work on this corner, but pylon and the last couple of corners are all good. But now I'm going to skip to the fastest lap of the session. I re-overtook Sam and actually managed to get my fastest lap after I overtook it. So let's see how much I can improve from the 42.6 we got earlier. Let's see how much I've improved. There we go, down 41.55, not a bad lap at all, and about a second improvement over the start of the hour. So Sam's help has really helped out. Yep, so we're bringing it back into the pits, and he's basically going to go over what went right in that session, what went wrong. So let's quickly listen.
I was found the 10th Stadium, you've made the improvement is massive. Yeah, I think what you could see then.
So there we go then. Sam's happy, especially in turn 1, which is what you want. You want your coach to see that he's helped you improve. We did go out for a third session, but it was only me out there, and it was basically just practicing what I did, and I didn't really improve on the 41.5. However, 3 weeks later, I did go back to Rye House in the 160s. So let's see my fastest lap from that day.
And there we go. So just about a second improvement that is, which is pretty big, especially around Rye House. Going from a 42.5 down to a 41.5. Pretty impressive, to be fair. Now you could argue that I'm not used to 160cc ProKarts to begin with, but at the end of the day, I have done, I've done the Rye House RKR, so I should know Rye House, and I should know the racing line, so that shouldn't really take a matter. But my racing line's definitely now improved thanks to Sam. Like I said, I'm not going to put too much of what happened in there because I don't want to give away too many of the secrets. You know, that's for you to find out, that's for you to go down with ProKart UK or ProKart South. But yeah, it's been a massive eye-opener, to be fair, on how to drive these karts, throttle control, where to position the kart. Now I'm starting to think, like, you know, different things, how kart positioning helps for the corners. So instead of just going wild all the time, you know, maybe that's not the best line. So yeah, I hope this has been an enjoyable video. I hope this inspires you to either go up to Josh at PFI or down to Ethan at ProKart South. So I hope this also gives you inspiration to go see Sam for a coaching session, because it is really worth it and I highly recommend it. I'll say, if you like the video, don't forget to leave it a like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, where I believe it's going to be in the Tillotsons at Tatchell. I'll see you then. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.